John here. Just wanted to take a few minutes here and talk about and remember actor Ray Liotta. Unfortunately, the news is broke that actor Ray Liotta's passed away at the age of 67. And literally, I just left my phone here, to make a run to the store, left my phone to charge. The store is about a mile and a half from here. And I was gone for a good 20, 25 minutes. Came back home, and someone had sent me a message that Ray Liotta has passed. And I didn't want to believe it because literally I just did a video on Fred Ward last week or a week and a half ago, remembering Fred Ward, another great actor. And like I said, I didn't want to believe it that Ray Liotta's passed away. So immediately I double checked and I wanted to get more information, and unfortunately this is real and very unexpected because I assumed that he was still acting. Apparently he was filming a movie and passed away in his sleep. They don't know what happened. But whenever I think about Ray Liotta, to me he's another one of those guys that I always felt was underrated. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to talk about Goodfellas, and understandably so. Goodfellas is a classic. It's a great movie. It's a well-made film, well directed by Martin Scorsese. Great cast. Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. And probably it's my favorite Martin Scorsese film. And like I said, I know a lot of people are going to talk about Goodfellas. A lot of people talk about Field of Dreams, another great movie that has a lot of heart. And he's done some other great movies, like No Escape from 1994. That's a fun sci-fi movie that not a lot of people talk about. And I think it's often forgotten, kind of under the radar. I think that film deserves a little bit more. No Escape, yeah, it's a fun movie with Ray Liotta. And I've heard Ray Liotta talk good things about the film before. Because it's not like, he got to play a lead a lot in movies, especially of the sci-fi genre. But yeah, No Escape. If you haven't seen, definitely check it out. Unlawful Entry with him and Kurt Russell. That's a solid movie, solid thriller. And he's been a different, other types of movies, like Karina. I'm just trying to think without looking it up, but, Narc, he was in that. He was the voice of the main character, Tommy, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City from back in the day. He's been in a lot of films. I mean, I'm trying to think the last time. I mean, Wild Hogs, of course. He was the villain in that. He was fun in Wild Hogs. Like I said, he's been in so many great movies. I talked about, I've already mentioned Goodfellas and Field of Dreams. Unlawful Entry, No Escape, Karina. And I don't want to forget any because he did so many great movies. And like I said, I mean, I always felt that, he was an underrated actor that I don't think we ever saw because, he was the lead in Goodfellas, but we never got to see many films where he was the star, unfortunately. And I'm just going through his filmography right here. Like I said, I mentioned a few movies, but I want to go back here. Something Wild, he was in that. Operation Dumbo Drop, which I haven't seen. Yeah, Copland. How can I forget about Copland? Another film that has a great cast. Sylvester Stallone, Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, Robert Patrick. Copland's another great movie. Definitely underrated. Hannibal, he was in that film. He was in Narc, John Q. He had a bit part in John Q as the chief, the voice of Tommy Vercetti in Vice City back in the day. He was in Identity, Revolver, Smoking Aces, Wild Hogs, Observe and Report. And like I said, I mean, he was still working up until his passing. But every once in a while you would see him, but you really didn't see a whole lot of him. But he kept working. He was in a TV show called Shades of Blue. Haven't seen. He was actually in that new Sopranos spinoff, The Many Saints of Newark. He was in that film. And like I said, he was working on a film when he passed away. But like I said, it's sad because we're not going to get an actor like Ray Liotta anymore. To me, he always brought intensity to his performances, to his characters, whether it be in Goodfellas or No Escape and films like that. And like I said, you didn't really get to see him star in a lot of films, but the films he was a part of, I enjoyed him in. And I kind of wish that Hollywood would have given him, like especially back in the day, would have been cool to see him more as the lead. Because again, I enjoyed No Escape and Unlawful Entry. Goodfellas is great. Field of Dreams, he played a great character. And like I said, I mean, these actors, unfortunately, they're disappearing. Nowadays, you're not going to get actors like that. There's only going to be one Fred Ward. There's only going to be one Ray Liotta. And I just hate to think, because, you still got guys around like, Gene Hackman. He's up there in age. Clint Eastwood is up there in age. And you think about these great actors that there's only a few of these actors that are still around. And again, you're not going to get great actors anymore that, bring intensity to the roles, to their characters, that sometimes they'll play, blue collar types, or, like his character in Goodfellas, Henry Hill. And you see the type of actors that we have now, and there's just no comparison. There's no comparison at all, because it's not about, quality acting anymore. Again, there's only one Fred Ward. There's only one Ray Liotta. And it just sucks. I don't know what else to say. But all I can say is my thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends. I was a fan of his work, even though I didn't know the guy personally. But the films that I've seen with Ray Liotta, again, I have enjoyed. Goodfellas, Field of Dreams, No Escape, Unlawful Entry, Karina is a decent movie. Narc, his voiceover work, as Tommy in Vice City, John Q, Wild Hogs, and so much more. And he was a great actor, and to me, an underrated actor. And we're not going to get, there's not too many actors of that type anymore. And it's just sad that, again, there's very few of those actors left, and the very few that are still around are up there in age. And, it makes me sad that, I look at the future, and maybe I'm going off on a tangent here about, ranting on the type of actors that we have now. And I understand. But again, going back to what I was saying, you can't compare the actors of today to these actors of yesterday, because Fred Ward did so many great movies. Ray Liotta did so many great movies. And, I think about the future, and you're just not going to have actors anymore like that. I know I keep harping on that, and I'm going to keep harping on that. But yeah, I'll wrap it up here for now. But again, my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Ray Liotta, a great actor that had a great body of work and was definitely, one of a kind. And I wish we could have seen more from Ray Liotta. And yeah, so rest in peace, Mr. Liotta. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.